Like computer games?
They used duct tape made in the U.S. so we couldn't scream. Detroit, MI.
Does she always say things like that?
Well, that's the most words I've ever heard her speak.
How long since she came?
About 2 months.
Must be a nightmare.
My mom's happy. My mom's delighted. She always wanted a girl.
In, like, a weird way?
You mean like, did she make me wear a dress?
Did she?
No.
You had me worried.
Why? Don't you think I'd look good in a dress?
Depends on the dress.
You could pick it out.
Where do you shop?
You tell me, I put myself in your hands.
What's your budget?
Let's say unlimited. It's for a special occasion.
They won't let you try on a dress border.
I'll wear a wig. I'll have a brilliant disguise. Padded bra, full track. We'll go in the dressing room together.
What's your bra size?
Guess that's an open question. What would you say was proportional?
Did you want to see the house?
Bonfires of sisters. It would stay all the time. They put us on sticks.
Who did?
When the blue helmets came, like men with the shells of bird eggs, they gave us cake.
Henry, you know you're going to get me in trouble. You know Reese doesn't allow anyone to have a bigger tree than we do.
There's still blood on the floor of my house where they left me.
Stop talking like that.
Are you Millicent? Oh, you must be with that festive dress. Are you an angel?
Jinx, Merry Christmas.
It's the Frau Mother. Aren't all these people too much for her?
She's still shy about speaking English.
I bet Reese made that adorable dress.
You know Reese, I tell her we don't need to sew our own clothes anymore, but there's no stopping her.
Hey, don't complain.
That's right. This way, you'll never have to cut up her credit cards. Now, listen. Before I have any champagne, I need to talk to both of you.
Uh-oh.
That's right. It's about the Arts Council. Is Joe coming tonight?
The mayor? He had to christen a tree or something.
Well, we had a very exciting meeting with him yesterday. I don't even have to begin to tell you about all the strides this town has made on growing a larger star on the cultural map. With the renovation of the Performing Arts Center this year,
That's right.
How could she possibly want more money?
we have a project set in mind for next fall that will solidify our position as a national cultural destination. You'll see hotels booked solid months in advance, major coverage in papers all around the world.
That's so.
Oh, and I think you're telling a Greek myth, a theatrical event of Richter proportions, directed by Botho Spire.
Who is?
Oh, a very hot director from Europe. The critics love him.
You have his commitment?
Once he approves the budget,
Ah, the budget.
we have a massive promotional campaign set to go national with the airline partners, the hotel partners, the restaurant partners for the dinner breaks. You can fly in and see the show over several days, or just do it in a day-long marathon.
How long is this damn play?
Who's the cast?
Primarily local actors and members of the community. There's all kinds of little tie-in workshops.
What about Kelly?
Callie?
Can rehearsals be scheduled around her school?
Callie!
There's got to be a part in all of Greek myth.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. I saw her on the commercial the other day. You know, with the bubble gum?
Oh, you should have seen the pilot she did for Fox. Unfortunately, no one else did.
She's just our homegrown actress.
Come and see me Tuesday.
Thank you, Henry.
If it's good for the city, I want Olympus to be a part of it. That's what I always say.
I'll drink to that. Where's the champagne?
Porter, your friend Cameron is here.
He's not my friend. He's my familiar.
I only understand half of what he says these days. He's always on the computer playing some game about Attila the Hun, or else he's in the quantum physics chat room.
At least that's what he says.
Well, whenever I look at the screen, there's all kinds of Greek letters. So if he's chatting about something nasty, at least he's learning a classical language.
I'm sure he isn't doing anything abnormal for a boy his age.
He knows I'd kill him if he did.
Millicent looks adorable.
Doesn't she? I'm trying to figure out which outfit she should wear when she goes on Rosie with her new family.
Tell us when.
Is she starting school here in the fall?
We hope so. Right now, we're just trying to get her comfortable with the language and the new environment. She's still a little shell-shocked. Poor thing. Sometimes I said she's having a flashback, you know. The first week she'd wake up and the garbage men started banging around. I heard something coming from her room and I peeked through the door to see the slump under the blanket, whimpering like a little puppy. It broke your heart. I said a quick prayer and sat on the edge of her bed. I didn't know if it would scare her if I touched the little lump, so I tried to make my voice very soothing, like the ocean. Millicent, it's your mommy. It's all right, you're safe here. No one's going to shoot you. You're in the United States.
Did she come out from under the blanket?
No, it had to be time to get her dressed, so I had to just fold right the sheet, so she popped out.
You are a very generous woman for taking on this responsibility, Reese.
That's right. Everyone admires what you two have done.
I just wish I could spend more time at home.
This guy loves kids. After a reporter was born, this was back when he used to work for me, he'd come in every day. You won't believe what Porter did. Porter spit up on my tie. It drove us all nuts. Everybody would go out to lunch and he'd be, I'll be right back. I just want to get something for Porter. There was a sporting goods store across the street from the office. He's coming back with a catcher's mitt, an umpire's mask, a little bat, enough equipment for a whole little league team. And this was before Porter could even walk.
Well, I thought he'd be ready by the time we had a major league team here.
He was not happy to live in a state with no team.
I decided I'd have to change that.
So that's why we have the baseball stadium.
Look, when I was a kid, we didn't have much money. My dad worked all the time. I barely even knew what the guy looked like. But one Sunday, it was the first real summer day. I heard my dad rooting around in the garage for something, and he pulls out a baseball with the leather barely hanging on it and some old gloves. And he says, "Hey, you want to toss the ball around?" I never forgot that day. He died when I was in college. I came back to visit him, but he couldn't talk with the oxygen mask and everything. But I came in and I said, "Hey, Dad, you want to toss the ball around?" And he smiled. Porter never did learn to catch or throw, but he is the master of the disparaging look.